These parachute-style flies were created by Carl Richards and Doug Swisher. This is method of tying dry flies. Sit in the water perfectly every time. Tie in sizes and colors to match the hatch. Here is the recipe for this great fly.
Well, here we are, folks. Our next fly is going to be the parachute Adams. We'll start here. We'll have a size 12 dry fly hook. It's quite a large hook. We can go to 14, 16s with this all the time. Dress the shank with our chartreuse thread or tan thread, whatever you wish. I'm going to come in here for the tailing fibers, and I like to use this cocktail Leon, or CDL as some are calling it, just for abbreviation now. And get this webby stuff off the side. Trim that junk off the bottom. Okay, now these are really nice fibers. They're nice and stiff. They got a little speckled nature to them, if you can see that. Just a great tailing material. There's nothing better. And you don't have to buy a full saddle on these either, capes or whatever you're doing. You can buy these in packages. So if you're... Okay, so there we go. We got a nice long CDL tail on there. Flares out. That's a nice stiff tail. Now I'm going to come forward here to the 1/3 back. Pair post wing, fluorescent chartreuse was going on. Pinch it on top here. Behind it. Try to gather it at the bottom a little bit. Come around. You can just go around it a few times and through. Now, a lot of times guys will be working building that whole base of that post all the way up to the top. I've got another little tip. If you haven't seen it before, I'll show it to you. Now we'll put a half hitch in there. I guess if you've seen it before, I'll show it to you again. Right? Now we've got some fine and dry hairs here. Just some real nice dry fly dubbing. It's a good color. So this just as a parachute style, you're going to be tying this up in all kinds of colors and sizes to match your hatches wherever you're fishing. But a parachute style, I just love them. Doug Swisher and Carl Richards were the start of the parachute wing hackles, I believe, were the originators of that. And boy, I'll tell you, there's a lot of flies, good flies tied with it these days. Got something getting in my road there when I'm getting my body on here. So I'm going to do my body. I come through and get this thorax. Come underneath. And let's look from the bottom. I'm more concerned about the bottom of the fly than the top. A little bit thin. I'm going to take another turn at the bottom. Because that's what the fish are going to see, is the bottom. I'll just pinch that off, get that kind of long stringy. See, I've got the taper I'm looking for right there. You put ribbing on it, whatever. I don't. I just let them fish this way, and it's a great dry fly for sure. One of the best. Okay, now we'll bring in some hackle here, Cree saddle, one of my favorites. Strip off a lot of the stem there. I'm just going to lay that on the top and kind of catch it in, make sure it's tight. It's not, it's wanting to slip out. So here's another tip. You may know this, some of you do, some of you don't. Just snip off the sides here, not right to the smooth, but it gives a little bit of a barbs on there to catch your thread, and it should hold. There it is. And just check it. That's going to stay for you. Now my little secret trick here, and maybe not so secret, there's others probably doing it. I'm not the guy who invented the wheel by any chance. I'm going to turn the vise sideways. Grab some Solres Thin Hard. And I'll put, I got a little needle here on the side, and I'm just going to put quite a bit of this. I don't want to use bone dryer or nothing like that runs in. I want something that's going to sit on top of the post and not get into my dubbing. Now we're just going to take the hackle as many turns as I want. There you go. Get my torch working somehow. It's not wanting to do its thing, is it? There we go. What happens when you got the camera rolling, you get all kinds of things going wrong. That's the life in the fast lane. But anyway, here we go. Now that cooks everything together. Your thread, your hackle, everything's done. I just pull it off with it. I didn't even cut it. I just run it against my scissor blade. Same thing there. Use it as a knife. And you can leave that big puffy chartreuse post up there. You can see this a mile away. It's a great fly, and very few fish ever refuse one of these. So there you go. We'll go on to the next one.
Thanks for joining us today. Subscribe to Brent's YouTube channel and Fly Fishing Pass It on Video podcasts, and follow him on X and Sport Fishing on the Fly.